Talk Radio on 1053 and 1089 AM. Your award-winning station broadcasting the world's best talk across the UK.
That's the way to deal with somebody like me. Just completely ignore. Pretend I'm not here. Sorry, did you say? Forget about it. Wow-wee! Have you ever seen Lemmy from Motorhead? Based like a relief map of the moon.
You come round to my house, you eat my food, you drink my drink. Who do you think you are, Nick Abbott?
What? You talking to me? Make you laugh, you're going to get whacked after the show, I'm telling you now. You plunge back into Victorian times where you have to read by a candle and make your own entertainment. And I'm speaking right now to a person who makes his own entertainment nightly. Nick Abbott. Do we do the mic check? Hello, hello, hello. Testing, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. Didn't do that, did we? Never mind. I'm Nick Abbott. This is Talk Radio. The number here is 0500 1053 89. We are Kevless.
Yeah.
Except the fact that he has put some of his own things on this thing here. This, what's this called, John?
Am I on now?
Am I on? He is now, yes. Yeah. There you go.
And I was going to do the tech-up stuff.
This is John Simon, ladies and gentlemen, the big boss man, the numero uno, the grande fromage, il duce.
Actually, I'm the numero duo, I would say.
Number 2s?
Yeah.
Really? Well, I wouldn't have put it like that, but okay. You're the boss.
This is called a hotkey pad.
It is?
Yeah, and I think you work it very well.
Do you mind if I take this mic back just a bit?
Yeah, I have a very loud voice.
I'll say. You're popping on the peas.
I do often, but I try not to. Anyway, so the hotkey pad, which has got Kev on it.
Yeah.
There you go. So Kev can appear whenever we want him to.
Or disappear. That's my favourite part, is when he disappears.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's very good.
I know.
And so I'm just supposed to be here as what we call in the industry the sidekick.
No, it's your show now. I'll be the sidekick.
Okay.
Yep. So we are. Craig is through there. He's doing he'll screw up the ads for us. And Sick Boy's taking the phone calls, of which so far there are nothing. Not one stinking call on that board. Look at that. But Monday is always the same on this. You have, after the weekend, everybody's like flaked out on the floor, prone.
So what are the topics that we're doing today then?
Well, we're going to be doing.
We do topics.
Not heard this show, have you, Mr. Simon?
Shall I go and get the newspapers?
Yes, can you do that for me? I think we better talk about weight loss.
Yeah.
And how to do it. We'll be speaking about ghosts. Watch the lines light up.
Yeah. I saw a very good item today in one of the newspapers.
I doubt that very much.
Yeah, about a man who swallowed a blow-up doll.
Excuse me?
I think it was a very small blow-up doll, but nevertheless.
Yeah.
That would be a good topic.
Oh, I thought this was going to be a joke.
No, I was just saying, you could take that as a topic, you see.
Did you hear about the man who walked into a bar with a blow-up doll?
No.
It wasn't one of those?
No.
I do have a tale about the bloke who walks into the bar with a monkey.
Yeah.
But I probably better not tell that while you're here.
No, that's probably not a good idea. I have one about a horse that walks into a bar.
Okay, we definitely don't want to hear that one.
I've told that repeatedly on other radio stations. So
you have?
Yeah, I don't
You've been fired from everyone.
Everyone, yeah. It's one of my criteria for employment.
Right, so I'd better explain that tonight is like a one and only. I'm doing it with John Simons, who's the big boss man. He's Talk Radio, he's number 2s, as everybody says.
Yeah.
And because Kev's off, and Mike Hansen will be doing Kev tomorrow, but tonight we've got you doing Kev's part.
Yeah, I'm playing Kev's role.
That's right. And the thing about Kev is he's so annoying.
I'm so annoying. I'm so annoying. I'm so annoying. He is.
Mm-hmm.
And because I'm doing Kev's role, I've adopted a different accent. This isn't my real accent.
Really? This is like a comedy northern accent?
Yeah, this is a comedy northern accent. Slightly veering towards the Geordie-esque.
Really?
Yes, but it's not my real accent. But because Kev does it with a Scottish accent, which isn't his real accent.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, well, it's, again, a comedy Scottish accent. It's not a real Scottish accent. I thought I'd better do my accent in a similar vein. Hey, the switchboard's full.
Yeah, but it's not all actually set up yet. There's still one stinking line not ringing, not going on until that's,
Well, I have to say, a lot of them are people who still think you're Peter Dealey. No, there's a lot. There's a lot out there.
I would like to talk about Bill Clinton. Sure, why not? Did or did he not? Blimey, I'll start that again, shall I? I'd like to talk about Bill Clinton.
Isn't that a topic?
Well, kind of.
Yeah.
Well, we can just, it'll be a yes or no, or yes or no. I can't speak. It'll be a yes or no question. Did he or did he not impale?
I don't know. He did not have a sexual relationship. That's what he said.
Is that what he said?
He said he didn't.
Oh, because I've been out. He's actually spoken about this?
No, that's on the record so far. No, tonight, obviously, he's going to come on and say it was all a big joke.
Right.
And he did have a sexual relationship.
My joke just kind of fell by the wayside.
Allegedly.
I built that up hugely, and I've got completely ignored.
Did you build up a joke there?
Yeah.
I missed that. Do you want to try it again?
Yes, okay. Go on. So, I'd like to talk about Bill Clinton. Did he or did he not impale?
No, I don't think he did.
Again, on stony ground.
Shouldn't we have a cymbal or a drum there or something?
Oh dear, like this. Like that, too slow and plodding. But, So, it's just for one night only. I'm doing a show with...
one-off?
Yeah, with the boss, because, he's had
There's no one else?
Well, there is that, but also he's had a hard day's work. You don't want to do, the whole day work and then come in and have to do a show after.
Well, actually, I didn't. I had a very relaxing day today.
You did? At the office?
Yeah, I didn't come in till lunchtime. This is what it's like being a boss. You come in at lunchtime, then you have to go out for a very expensive lunch in an exclusive restaurant.
Paid for by?
Oh, it's always paid by someone else.
Someone else.
An agent.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually an agent who pays for that.
An agent from what is comically titled Air Talent, who you have no intention of employing.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. But you feel that you have to go out.
Yeah, string them along a bit. Of course, why not?
No, I would never be accused of stringing anyone along, Nick, but you do have to schmooze is the word that everyone uses.
There is such a lunch, such a thing as free lunch, but you have to join show business to get it, that's right.
And then you come back in about 3:30. And then you go through a big book with all the phone numbers in of all the people who've phoned you to try and get hold of you to do more lunches.
Right.
So then you have to pick through those.
See if you have a window open.
To see who would do the best lunch.
Right.
Otherwise, it just makes the whole process futile.
And you have to speak to their PAs about where they might take you.
Well, no, my PA has to talk to their PA.
Oh, I see.
Otherwise, it wouldn't be worth employing a PA.
No, I guess, yeah.
So that's how it all works.
I go past your PA all the time. What the hell does she actually do? Do you have any idea?
She orders new teeth for you.
Really? You understand that anything I say on the air doesn't mean anything at all. It's just it's just show business.
She spends her whole day. She spends her whole day working out where I'm going for the next expensive lunch.
Right.
It's a fraud game, show business.
And she has to come in at the weekend, too.
All the time. Otherwise, you would never get anywhere.
Okay, it's 0500 1053 89. We're going to go away in order to come back again.
Nick Abbott.
He's a stand-up guy. He really cares about you, too.
Hit me!
What's this, Craig? Don't know. Roxanne. Is that the real Roxanne? She is in the house. Don't say it in my headphones, say it on the air, dude, because the people will think I'm talking to myself.
She's in the house.
She's in the house, in the place to be. Yee.
Coming at you. That's what the kids tell me.
Oh, really? You've been hanging out with the kids, have you?
I do.
I'm calling the police. 0500 1053 89. It's a free one. Do you want to take some of these calls now, John, or shall we just continue to chit-chat?
It's your show.
It's our show, dude, while you're here. Here's one in Bath. Hello.
Oh, hi, Nick.
How's it going?
Pretty cool, man. I was talking to a Buddhist earlier, and I asked him if he does much meditation, and he said, yeah, now and then.
You are so painful.
Well, I thought it'd been a Monday you could do with, the joke equivalent of ECT to shock you out of your torpor.
ECT?
Electroconvulsive therapy.
Is that what that is?
I think so.
I'll stick to my electroencephalogram, thanks.
Oh, cool, and electrocardiogram and things. But I thought I'd just do that.
You can't top electroencephalogram, Brett.
No.
Don't try.
You can't. It's lit up like a thing.
Get on with it.
Oh, right. Good grief. Oh, are you still taking Apocalypse Now requests?
Oh, I left the album at home. Uncreative Kev didn't put the clips on as I requested. He said that he's going to do... You've got to fire him, John, seriously. He said he was going to do a lot of stuff before he left, and hello, he didn't. Big surprise.
Well, what I should break to you now is that he has actually been fired.
Has he?
Well, I just wanted to sort of lead in gently to that.
Really? Kev's gone for 2 weeks. He's not coming back.
Everyone knows in commercial radio you should never take a holiday.
That's correct. Never go away. I'm so happy.
He's with his people. He feels comfortable with his people.
That's right, and may he rest in peace there.
Yeah. No, blimey, I must sound a warning in the wilderness, Nick, as it were. The evils of... There's a true evil amongst us, and it has to be stamped out. Damn it.
I would agree with that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hang on, before I go to that, did you see South Park on Friday?
Of course I saw South Park on Friday. I had a whole lot of South Park stuff that I was going to play in. It was going to be... Exactly, it was going to be hilarious. Funny like you've never heard before, and of course Uncreated Kev accidentally forgot on purpose to put them on there.
It was the best one yet, by a long shot.
I'm going to kick his ass when he gets back.
Get medieval on his ass.
Yes, exactly.
It was... Oh, hang on. I love the smell of explosive diarrhea in the morning.
Okay, Reggie, in closing.
In closing. Oh, blimey. Oh, all I want to say is, if any of your listeners know of a line dancing class going on near them, right, seal all exits, set fire to the building, and kill anyone.
Oh, dear, we seem to have lost time on that call. 0500 1053 89, it's a free one. Here's one in Ashton under Lyme. Hello, Steve.
Hi, Nick, how's it going?
All right.
Was that under line or under line?
Under Lyme, L-Y-N-E.
N for Nick or M for mother?
What's that?
Never mind. He is where he is, and he is what he is.
So how stupid people can be.
Yeah. Right. Let me just paint a picture for you. I used to work in a garage where we used to do breakdowns and call-outs and stuff. So one of the guys that used to work for us, he was towing a trailer back from Preston, which is like 40, 50 miles away. He gets a puncture on motorway on the trailer. So he gets onto the phone, on one of the emergency phones, tells the police that he's broke down, blah, blah, blah. So they ring me up and say, look, he's got a flat tyre. So I said, well, what size is it? He didn't say. So I've got to throw about 10, 15 wheels in back of this van to go and...
This guy's lost me, Nick. He's lost me.
Yeah, no, carry on. Hang on.
It's a comic story, yes. Keep going, Steve.
50 miles down motorway, pulls up to him and says, Tony, why didn't you tell me the size of the tyre? So he's effing and blinded at me. And he says, look, the tyre's all to shreds. How am I going to see what size the tyre is? So I said to him, yeah, but if you're going out on the side, there's one that exactly said. Oh, yeah, he said, I never thought of that. So what do you think?
I think I wish that we'd gone to another call, Steve.
I'll try again.
Okay. What a nice man. Did you understand a word he just said? You have a comic northern accent.
I do have a comic northern accent, yeah, but he's a southerner to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's a soft southerner.
Yeah, he's a
soft southerner, Steve.
He's a southern Jesse.
0500 1053 89. We really need picking up after that last call. Good grief, I thought I was going to die during that last call.
Was that a true story or was that a joke?
I didn't understand a word he said.
It said an awful lot about your listenership, really, doesn't it?
Well, these aren't my ordinary listeners.
These
aren't my ordinary listeners,
right.
No. And this aren't my ordinary grammar, as a matter of fact. Here's one in Ilford. Hello, Brenda.
Hello.
Brenda.
Good evening. So the reason is, it's Kev that makes the show, you see.
Oh,
so everybody's left.
Here we go.
I've said that all along.
It's her again. Brenda, you're always the same, Brenda. You come in looking for a fight.
No, that's not me.
And then you leave like a kitten.
Absolutely not me.
Having given me positive strokes. You just come in as a bruiser, and then you leave as a lover.
Well,
that's the thing about you, Brenda.
There's going to get a ear bashing from me, I tell you. He's taken away my favourite man. I only get 2/3 of him now.
Okay, now, do you want, just before you go on, Brenda, do you want any complaints, John? Because you're going to get them.
Yes.
Now they know who you are.
This always happens. Yeah. Let's have a go at this.
Speak to the boss time. Go ahead, Brenda.
He wrote to me and he promised that Mike would be allocated his 3 days from now and forever.
You wrote to Brenda?
Yeah, I love you, Brenda. I love you.
Have you been writing to each other?
Yeah.
Well, it was PP, John Simon,
Yeah.
so I assume it's you.
PP, well, that's the end part of our postcode.
I really hate that. I hate it when people PP you.
Yeah.
And I do try. I really do. I do try not to PP.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well...
I think it's very PP to rude. I mean rude to PP.
Well, if you can't say nothing, I forgive you. So, anyway, Nick, it's about slimming.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, he hasn't got a dump button there, has he?
Yeah, he's got a great big
He's
button.
been kind, has he? Well, I'm not going to say anything rude.
It's a huge red throbbing button, actually.
Oh, blimey, I'm going to have to dump the boss. I don't believe it.
No, it is. It's a huge red throbbing button to ensure that he doesn't hit the wrong one.
Well, thank God it's not a knob. That's what I can say.
Well, I gave up smoking 2 years ago, right? Yeah.
Yes, Brenda.
2 years ago I gave up smoking. And by last summer, I'd managed to win a looky-likey competition at Butlins down in Bognor. And the looky-likey, shall I tell you what it was? It was Vanessa Feltz. Oh, my God.
Oh, Vanessa's fat. Ah! Brenda, you look like Vanessa's fat.
Not anymore, I don't. I did this time last year I did, but I'm back on the weed again.
Excuse me?
I'm back on the cigarettes.
Oh, pre-rolled cigarettes. That's good.
Yeah.
What do you think I said?
Well, who do you look like now? You don't look like Vanessa's fat anymore, do you?
No, I look very slim and silk-like now. But the thing is, it's all very well for all these people to keep on about give up smoking. But you've got to feel something.
Well, did you ever think of just enjoying a nice cup? Elderly people like you, Brenda, should
I'm not elderly.
Of course you are. You must be ancient, dear. With a name like Brenda, you must be 60 years old.
Right, said Fred, both of us together, one each engine, steady as we go. Tried to shift it, couldn't even lift it. We was getting nowhere, and so we...
Have a cup of tea, Brenda.
I know the reason. Thank you for that. But I know the reason why you think I'm old. It's because I'm a Mike Dickens fan.
No, I didn't.
You must be over 50 to be a Mike Dickens fan, I've been told by somebody at your station.
If you say so, what are the demographics, Mr. Bossman?
No, that is a rule. You do have to be over 50 to listen to Mike Dickens.
Really?
So I'm afraid, Brenda, if you aren't over 50, could you stop listening as soon as possible?
Well, there's nowhere for me to go on your station. It's either next.
Have you tried sleeping at night? I know it's a bit of a breakaway.
I only stay up 3 nights a week. I work all week.
What do you do, Brenda?
I work in Next, the fashion chain.
Oh, right.
So I'm quite a hard world.
Well, it's nice that they're employing elderly people there. Do you kind of stand out? Do you stand out like a sore thumb amongst all the youngsters?
I think you're being very serious.
I think Nick's got a very serious point there, Brenda, because they do make you wear all that trendy Next gear if you work in there. So
this is why I had to lose the weight, because I couldn't get into it.
Right, does it come in your size? That was going to be my next question,
Well, it does now, but it didn't when I was, 16.
When you look like Vanessa's fat,
Well, maybe they've got a Vanessa Feltz page now in the next directory, like they used to have Lulu. You remember Lulu was in there? Which one was she in? Was it Empire or?
No, I think it's Fashions for the Pregnant Lady.
You know what? I get all my clothes from the catalogue, so...
Do you?
Yeah.
That's bizarre, Brenda. Why the hell do you do that? Don't you like to try stuff on?
Well, I do. I get it from Next if I can get my discount, but 25% off, you see.
No, I know the game that she's playing here, Nick. I know she does. She gets the stuff from the catalogue. Yeah. She wears it to go out once.
Right.
And then she sends it back.
Is that what you do?
That's what people do.
Yeah.
Is that what you do, Brenda?
Sometimes, if I've been on holiday and taken a dress away...
Yeah.
Oh, blimey, on holiday where you...
And I haven't worn it, and I send it back.
Oh, you haven't... No, wait a minute. When you haven't worn it...
I don't send it... Well, I have done it. If I tear it a bit...
See... If you tear it a bit, you're going to send it back and claim that it came that way.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you that after one wash, it came
That's what it is. It's Grattan's catalogue, isn't it?
No, it's not. I don't have that one. I have a more upmarket one.
Oh, which one do you have? I think Grattan's is very upmarket.
Can I just say that we shouldn't actually be saying any product names on the air?
You're all right if you say positive things, Nick.
I don't think you are, actually. I think they'll sue your arse either way.
Oh, well, I think Grattan's is marvellous, actually.
Yeah. Well, anyway, if we can have dear old Mike back. Oh, he is such a darling.
No, it's Kev. It's Kev who's off. It's not Mike.
No, I want Mike Dickon back on a Monday morning.
Well, you want Mike Dickon on with Nick Abbott?
No, not with Nick Abbott.
That would be good.
He doesn't need all this. This is what's so great about Mike, because he doesn't need all this sort of...
Folderol.
That's it. And he doesn't need anyone to sit next to him and touch a dumb button.
See, Brenda, if I don't rise to the bait on the fight that you called in with, then you'll be nice for a little while, and then you'll still try and stick the knife in.
You've got the wrong girl. It's not me. Brenda from Ilford.
Yeah, I know who you are, Brenda from Ilford.
ID1 4AA.
You're an old battle axe, and you're constantly coming in picking a fight here.
Not as Lucy, I don't.
Just how old are you, Brenda? How old? Come on, come clean.
65 years old.
41.
Is that what you're saying?
The thing is, I'll tell you something very strange. The other night, I tried to get through to another one of your friends.
Right.
And he thought I was somebody else and wouldn't let me on.
Quite right, too. I wish I hadn't let you on.
Well, thank you very much. Anyway, it's EastEnders and Coronation Street now, so I'm going anyway.
What a rich and varied life you lead, dear. 0500 1053 89. It's a free call. She was a nice lady, wasn't she?
I thought she was very pleasant.
Yeah.
Is that right? We're not meant to mention the catalogue names, is that right?
Well, I don't think any names of any kind. You're the boss man. You're supposed to know this stuff. I'll give you a copy of the Radio Authority rules to peruse at your leisure. Here's one in London. Hello, Barry.
Hello, Nick.
Barry.
And, hello, John. I listened to Mike Dickin.
Oh, no, let's not get into
Yeah, come on.
Come on. This is another show now.
This is my show. Talk to him on his show.
I'm 16 years old, and I'm a fan of his. He's a cult genius.
You're 16?
I'm 16, and I've been listening to Mike Dickin since about the age of 13, and there are a load of other teenagers listening to him because he's a cult god.
Barry, you sound like 16 going on 46.
Adrian Mills has replaced him, yeah?
Adrian Mills, Mrs. Mills' son, yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Adrian Mills is not funny. He's stealing your sound effects.
Oh, blimey. Wait a minute, Barry. Who is stealing my sound effects?
Adrian Mills, or he's stealing some kind of, gassy sounding, sound effects.
Oh, well, everybody can produce gas out like that.
Get rid of this guy. He's not 16.
He's
not 16.
Okay, well, he's the boss.
Not 16.
Here is Matt. Hello. Matt, you're in South Molton, but you know that.
Yeah, I do. You know when Diana died?
Yeah.
They said they'd leave her alone. Well, I watched the documentary on 5 yesterday, last night, and I thought it was appalling the way they can just have TV programs about her now.
Well, it's because it's the anniversary of her death. That's why you're going to get a lot more of that.
Yeah, hold your breath, mate, because it's going to come in a wave.
Because Oxfam are using her as advertising now, isn't she?
Oh, blimey, everybody's using it for advertising. Barely a Sunday goes by that there isn't yet another super souvenir pull-out colour spread of pictures that we can't find a use for anymore. It's another Diana collector's item. It's incredible. It's like literally every week since the woman died, you can collect a bunch of pictures that we can't think of any other use for right now. Pictures which they spent more on than a picture of anybody else that they've ever done, right? The pictures of Diana cost more than any other human that ever got a picture taken. Oh. And so the press have taken all of these pictures and they can't splash them on the front page because she doesn't get a new hairstyle anymore. And so they got to still use them. Sure, of course. And so they give them away in these stupid souvenir brochures.
Too true.
And just check, have we got an ad for a newspaper coming up next, Nick?
No. What a stroke of luck.
The long lens shot of Di and Dodie on the boat, you know, when she was hugging him or supposedly she was kissing him.
Yeah.
The guy who took that, he got $2 million. He made $2 million out of that one picture.
Unbelievable. And the thing is, everybody is, oh, Diana was so lovely, and I don't want to talk about Diana all night. In fact, don't take any more calls about Diana, sick boy, that's an order. And the number, by the way, is 0500 1053 89. It's pretty cool. What was I going to say? Oh, well, the thing about her is if everybody now is going, oh, you know, she was a saint and, you know, she came from up above and, you know, we worship her and isn't she lovely and blah, 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 and so on and so forth. If she'd lived and married that bloke, she would have been absolutely dragged through the mud. People would have been calling her slut and scum and you know, everything under the sun. We would have hated her for doing that as a country. You know we would. But as a career, she died right at the perfect time before she could actually do that, because the press were in a feeding frenzy. Exactly, $2 million for that photograph. That's because she was going out with the wrong person. She was going out with an Arab person, which is what the press would have, you know, painted it as. She was going out with a grocer's son, for crying out loud. The bloke sells fruit.
I think we're on safer territory if I mention the catalogue names again here.
Well, which part of what I said is wrong? I mean, really, we would have hated her for marrying that bloke. I mean, we absolutely would. Everybody was astonished.
No, we'd have all been pleased because she found true happiness.
True happiness. No, that's not true at all. You know it. We would have been aghast that she married outside of her class and outside of her race and outside of her religion and all of those things you're not supposed to do as as an ordinary Joe living in a council estate.
All the calls coming in now.
Well, I don't want to talk about Diana all night. I'm just making this point because it's true. I'm not saying that I hated her. I'm not saying that I was upset as anybody when she died. I couldn't believe it and so on and so forth.
The truth is, we don't know what was going to happen. We don't know whether the relationship was going to go any further. We don't know if the relationship had gone any further, what the public response would have been. We only know what we all feel personally, but no one knows what would have happened.
Well, we can guess, because, I mean, look at Charles and Camilla. I mean, how vilified he's been because she doesn't look like a princess, for a start.
I think she'd have gone to LA, she may have stayed with Dodie, and she would have lived a life very happily in America, and we'd have moved on to other things, probably.
No, because even yet, we still haven't moved on to other things. Even now, she is still the number one.
But that's because of circumstance, don't you think?
Well, not really, because if she was still alive, she'd still be... I mean, who would have taken her place? I mean, they've tried to make Anthea Turner take her place, right? Let's think of somebody else who's blonde and relatively good-looking that everybody knows, the
Snake.
Well, there's Snake and her breaking up with her husband and going off with some other bloke no one's ever heard of, and, who cares? But they're desperate to replace this cash cow, with somebody else. And they can't come up with anybody because there ain't nobody as famous and fabulous and glamorous and, dressed up and so on and so forth. So there probably never will be again.
You could be right there, Nick.
And so even now, a year later, we haven't moved on. She's still not top of the newspaper pops.
It won't happen again, I don't think.
No, I don't think it will.
It may happen again, but it won't happen again until one of the princes gets married. One of the sons gets married. Then that'll be really interesting to see what happens then. Whether there's a backlash against that or whether or not we go with that one.
Well, a backlash against the press coverage.
Depending on who they marry, whether if one of those marries a so-called commoner, as it were, or if one of the princes marries into another royal family, it'll be interesting to see how that's dealt with. I think now Charles will just carry on and eventually become king for a short while. And
king for a day.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, does anyone care anymore? I don't think we do we? Do we care who's the head of the monarchy anymore?
I think we care because we're told to care, because it's pushed in our face all the time. And if you get told, suddenly you care. I mean, the press can build up somebody you've never heard of until you care whether they've got a new haircut. All that rubbish.
Anyway, we don't want to talk about it.
No.
So let's not talk about it.
Are you still there, Matt?
Yeah, I'm still there. I've got to apologise now because I've started off this conversation of the night, haven't I?
Well, you can finish it too. Congratulations.
Okay.
Well done, Matt. 0500 10 53 89. It's a free call. Here's one in Harbury. Hello, Casey.
Hello?
Casey.
Hello, is that Kevin? No, you've got me confused now. Who's who?
I'll put you on hold. You can speak to him in 2 weeks.
I'm sorry. Right, I've got one complaint, first of all.
Oh, here we go.
Will you stop making me laugh?
Okay, easy. Yeah.
Right, anyway, forget that. Right, I've just started my driving test.
What?
You sound like a bit of a clever clock.
You've started your driving test?
Lessons, sorry.
Right, lessons.
Yeah. Sorry. No.
You're going to fail this, Casey.
I know, and I'm so nervous.
How old are you?
19. And how'd you get your nerves out of your body?
I can prescribe you a lot of sedatives. I can prescribe you some sedatives. Wait for them at your door, and but don't drive under the, no heavy machinery.
No, but how do you stop your nerves when you're on the road? It's not because of myself.
Well, how many times have you driven a car?
Well, quite a few now, but...
What, 3, 4, 6, 100?
No, about 3.
3. That's not quite a few years. You're
Well,
going to be nervous
no.
for a long time yet. You're going to be nervous well past having passed your test, dear.
No, but the thing is, it's not myself I'm nervous about. It's so many ignorant people on the road.
All right, well, that will always be the case. But as you become more at ease with driving, you'll become one of those ignorant people and be screaming at people out the window saying, get out of the way and move up, and all that sort of stuff. You'll become one of those people the better you are at driving. And it's almost like a bell curve. You'll get better and better and better until you're good, and then you'll get worse and worse and worse because of because of your lack of patience and your temper, Casey. That's what everybody says about you, is you're just too short-tempered.
About me? No, I ain't short-tempered by a long chalk.
Oh, really?
Everyone says you're very short-tempered, Casey.
And terrible grammar as well.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's the way I am, but there you go.
Did your mum and dad used to watch a TV show in the 50s about a guy who used to drive a train?
Not that I know of.
Casey Jones, mate. Casey Jones?
Start that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, so how old are you, Casey?
19.
Sorry?
19?
Yeah.
No, must have been the reruns.
Right. I've never heard of it. Casey Jones? What's that?
Casey Jones, a rambling and a rolling. Casey Jones, you never have to guess. When you hear the tooting and hollering, it's Casey at the... I can't remember.
Right, I've got one question for you.
The boss is singing.
Yeah, no, okay, well, I think that's what it is. I came to a big conclusion while we're on the subject of driving, when I reached the age of 40, right? This is a big thing for a man to come to terms with as well, that I'm a lousy driver.
Are you?
I'm a lousy driver, and it's taken me a long time to come to terms with it.
Hello?
Yeah, wait a minute, Casey. I'm talking
sorry,
about
I thought you were...
No, but you've got to get to this point yet, Casey, you see.
Sorry, I do apologise. I'm ever sorry.
And impatient as well, like bad-tempered, can't speak proper like what I do, and you're just impatient, dear. You're going to make a crap
Sorry, I do
driver.
apologise.
Yeah. you might be better off trying trains. With a name like Casey.
Yeah. Well, just take the bus, dear. 0500 10... Have we finished with you?
Sorry?
Have we finished with you? Have we done? Are you finished? Over
No,
everything you
that's
said?
all right then. Yeah, finished.
Okay.
All right then.
Say goodbye.
See ya.
0500 1053 89. It's a free one. I've never heard of that before in my life. Casey Jones. Don't sing again.
I won't sing it again. It was Champion the Wonder Horse.
Champion the Wonder Horse. I
remember Champion the Wonder Horse.
Sing that one. Champion
the Wonder Horse.
Mm-hmm.
And there was Casey Jones.
Remember that French thing with the horse? There used to be 2 kids and a white horse, and it was French, around about the same time as Champion the Wonder Horse.
Oh, where all the lips were out of sync.
Kind of, yeah. Do you remember that? Anybody? People are nodding in there. What was it, Craig?
Was that the Lipitzanas?
I have no idea. I just... How old are you, John? If you don't mind me asking.
42.
Casey Jones, when was
I've
that
never
one?
been kissed.
Oh dear, what is going on here? Here's
You get a lot of people who phone in now and remember Casey Jones. I'm telling you.
Not one single person.
It was
in
a
this
big
audience.
show.
Rubbish. Here's
It was a big show.
Here's one in Ringwood. Hello.
Evening.
Evening.
I remember Casey Jones.
There you go. I rest my case.
Thought he was making it up.
No, it did exist, unfortunately.
Do you remember that French program? It was black and white, and it was a French thing, and it had, oh, blimey, this is going to really annoy me now if I don't get this. It was a French thing about the same time as Champion the Wonder Horse, and it was about a horse and a dog. I'm sure they had a dog. It was 2 kids.
That was Roy Rogers and Trigger, man.
No, it was French.
It was Roy Rogers and Trigger.
Roy Rogers.
And the other one of my other big favourites while we're on this.
I think it was La Belle something.
La Belle Époque.
No, I knew you were going to say.
So, and Black is Black. No?
No.
The other one, Circus Boy. Do you remember Circus Boy?
No, you are making it up.
No, do you not remember Circus Boy? Circus Boy.
How did that
Do you remember that one, Simon?
Circus
Never heard of it.
No, Circus Boy was about a boy
circus.
in a circus. Right?
Who would have thought it?
The Circus Boy was Mickey Dolenz, who was out of the Monkey.
Is that right?
Yeah. And he used to ride around on an elephant.
Sounds like the basis for a show to me.
This was long before we got into hallucinatory drugs as well.
Really? You have to tell me your stories with hallucinatory drugs.
And Uncle Joey right,
Yeah.
Uncle Joey went on to become Rockford's dad in the Rockford Files.
Really?
Oh, yes.
But the main thing was the elephant. That's the part I liked the best. It was Mickey Dolenz on an elephant.
That's the one, yeah.
Back to you, Simon.
Yeah, talking about those things made me remember like things like Dactari, which was quite bad as well. Anyway,
That was with the cross-eyed lion, right?
Clarence, that's right.
Clarence the cross-eyed lion. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
It was actually a female. It was a lioness.
Really? You checked?
Yeah. I looked underneath. It disgusted me. and apparently used to get very upset about it.
About what?
I used to get upset.
About being, right, because he was actually a sex-change
He was a she.
Right. So back to you, Simon.
Anyway, what's all this rubbish about because not productive as non-smokers?
What's the what? Sorry, we missed that. This must be a mobile phone. We lost you for a second there.
Yeah, there we go.
Stop moving.
Right, smokers not being as productive as non-smokers.
Yeah, just pull your aerial up a bit.
Yeah, but not being as productive, well, naturally, because they're spending half their life smoking.
Well, if these non-smokers got nothing else to worry about, they must be watching us too much. So while they're watching us, they're not working either.
That's right.
Good point, Simon.
Are you a non-smoker?
Absolutely.
I'm a non-smoker as well, and we do spend too much time looking at smokers.
Looking at smokers, yeah. And tutting and opening the window and, holding handkerchiefs to our noses.
Okay.
I was given a piece of advice years ago was never marry a girl who didn't smoke.
Okay, here's a piece of advice, Simon. Change your phone. 0500 1053 89. It's a free call. We're going back to come away again. Rearrange those words and make a sentence.
Nick Abbott on Talk Radio. Free call 0500 1053 89.
Who's this, Craig?
KRS-One.
KRS-One in the house.
Lodging it with the homies as well, apparently.
Excuse me?
Lodging it with the homies.
Lodging it with the homies.
Pick up.
Really?
Yeah.
Do we have the new Garbage album in there?
No.
I know we have some Garbage albums, but do we have the new Garbage album?
Play a lot of garbage on the air.
You're a hot jock on the block, aren't you?
DJ.
Have you heard the new Garbage album?
Is that the orange one?
I don't know, I just saw it advertised on the
2.2 or 2.0 or something like that.
Have you heard that one?
Yeah, of course. Get everything free.
Is it garbage?
It is, all the way through, every track. Okay, here is one in Wellington. Hello, Liz, you're on Talk Radio.
Hi, Nick, it's Liz.
I know it is,
Are you doing that already?
We just said here's Liz in Wellington.
So I'll put you on hold, Liz, and then you can get your act together. You sure?
I'm with you now.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I was ringing you about my cat.
You sound completely refreshed, dear. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm totally refreshed now. Yeah. I'm ringing about my cat. He's going bald behind his ears.
Really?
Yeah.
See, this is where... Hang on a minute. This is where you're going wrong now, Nick.
What's that?
You should have, once a week...
A vet spot.
You should have a vet on. You should have the vet on.
No, I don't like vets.
To take calls about dogs and cats.
Yeah. I think not.
Come back.
There's a lot of radio stations surviving on that format.
I know.
Excuse me.
Yes, Liz.
That's the great entertainment. But, they notice they never mention anything about their bills.
Oh, the bills?
Yeah.
Are we talking about ducks now?
Yeah.
Yeah, duck bills. Yeah. On to another subject. I might have been hallucinating, but yesterday I saw a thing in the newspaper about the Queen wants an extra £1 million in the civil list so she can re-educate us on why we need monarchy.
Yes. She deserves that.
Can you believe it?
She should have that, yeah.
What? You're joking. What
no,
paper
really, it was in the Daily Snail.
Really? You saw it with all three of your eyes?
All three of my eyes. I thought, oh my God, I'm hallucinating. Oh my God.
Yeah, I'll vote for that.
She has to give her £1 million to convince us that we need the monarchy.
Unbelievable, Liz. You might not have been hallucinating, but I bet that you were seeing double. 0500 1053 89. What a nice lady. Here's one in Bournemouth. Hello, Richard.
Hello.
Richard.
How are you?
All right.
Good. A couple of weeks ago you were doing something about, letters to...
Come on, man, spit it out.
Yes, I'm trying to do that.
Grief.
Yes. to teachers about the kids.
Oh, letters to teachers about their kids, yes?
Yes, and sort of excuses as to why they couldn't turn up.
Right, kids should be beaten more regularly, don't you think?
Not really, no. Just sometimes. I've got one or two that I've collected myself from where I work, which is a job centre.
Mm-hmm.
What was that noise?
That was nothing.
That was nothing. Right. Okay. I work in a job centre, so here's one or two.
Yeah.
Right? There was one person who said that they'd signed off claiming because they were doing worm collecting for fishing.
Oh dear, we seem to have run out of time on that call. I'm a trained professional, Richard. Why don't you send them in to me and then I'll try and make funny with them. Don't you try this at home. Yes. The fax is 0541 59 69 79. All free material gratefully received. The address is, I can never remember what the address is.
That one's beyond me as well. P.O. Box.
It should be written on the wall somewhere, but it's not. Anybody know what our address is? Not even the boss knows where we are.
P.O. Box 1089.
Oh, yeah, there it is, right at the bottom. P.O. Box
W1A.
1, and then the next part's my favourite part. PP. That's my favourite part of the address.
Back to where we started.
I know, W1A1 PP.
How's it going? Do you think I'm working out here as the sidekick okay?
So far, PP. Here's one in Epping. Hello, John.
Hi, Nick.
John.
I know you like your free material, so I've got some here for you.
Okay, weak. If you have anything, we need it in stereo and sent to us, not down the phone. Please. Everybody wants to be a comedian. You know when I said, so far PP, that was just a joke. That's just like an on-air joke.
That was that for everyone to hear, or was that just for me?
No, that was for everybody to hear, but I'm not serious. I mean, there's nothing about this show that's actually serious.
All right, can you just make it, because the bit I'm struggling with in this sidekick role, right, is knowing that when the bit between when we're on air and when we're off air.
Oh, everything is on.
Right. Except when we're off.
That's right.
Yeah. So maybe when we are off, can you just preface it by saying "baba, baba," so that I know that we're off?
Okay, I can do that. Baba. Does that work?
Well, no, we're on now. See, so that would confuse me even more.
Okay.
So when we're off, if you go "baba,"
right,
and then I'll know that we're not on.
And the emphasis is on the first, the second syllable.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I've got it. Here is one in Exeter. Hello, Steve.
Hello, Nick.
Steve.
Yeah, how are you?
All right.
Nice one. You mentioned Ghost earlier on.
Ghost?
Yes. When in the beginning of the show.
Only in a humorous, kind of knowing and ironic way, Steve.
Oh, right. In that case, then I should tell you about the White Horses one, then.
White Horses. That was it. White Horses. I don't believe it. Do you have the music to White Horses by any chance? Somebody must do.
I do, actually.
You do?
Yes. I wasn't going to admit that because it makes me sound like a real geek.
Was it the Lipizzanas?
Sorry?
Was it the Lipizzanas?
Rings a bell. I haven't got it close to hand.
Right.
The Lipizzanas. Got some cream and those cleared right up. Thanks for asking. Go ahead and play that for us, Steve.
Oh, it's downstairs on the CD. I'm upstairs in my bedroom. My wife's watching Coronation Street, and she'll be very annoyed while it's downstairs.
Oh, the hell with your wife.
I shall ring up, and when it's all ready, because you're an utmost professional sort of DJ, and it'll take ages.
Oh, we need it queued up and ready to go. That's
exactly.
Right.
And I shall get it ready, and
you have this on CD
immediately.
You got this on CD?
Yes, I bought it. It was actually part of a collection of other theme tunes. I actually bought it for another theme tune, but...
Which one?
Oh, it was Man Alive from the 70s.
Oh, that was brilliant. You must send me this CD.
I'll give you the ordering code.
Yeah, okay. That's very generous of you, Steve.
Yeah.
Thanks for your cooperation.
Did you get that? I rang up with a joke for you sometime last week.
You did?
And I was asked to fax it through. As I haven't got a fax machine, I told you it was off air.
Yeah.
And I wonder if you got it. It was about the cowboy went into the bar.
A cowboy went into a bar?
Yes.
Is it a long story?
It can be, and it can be quite dirty. I told it off air so your chap could clean it up for you.
Really? I've got a... My life is so busy at the moment.
That would be better if I send it in the post.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
But I've got about 3 inches of letters and faxes and emails, and I just haven't looked at them for weeks.
You should really answer those.
I know, but, you know...
People expect you...
I know they do. And having written to DJs before as a youngster, you're mortified when they don't reply.
Yeah.
But I can understand why they don't reply.
You replied to me before when you worked on that other radio station.
I did. Well, then one's enough, Steve. Give us a break. Don't get, hysterical.
No, I'll send you, if you like, I'll make a recording of that theme tune and send it to you.
That would be fabulous.
All right.
And send the details of the album as well, because it sounds like we could use a lot that's on there. Thanks a lot, mate.
All right.
500 1053 89. Have a story about a man who walks in looking at your watch already. You want to go?
I'll see if it's time to play a break. It's the most important part of the show, Nick.
I don't know. There's no breaks. Our exciting sales department, do it again, there are no breaks.
No, I think we find your show very hard to sell, actually. That's what it is.
Not. Here is one in Hemel Hempstead. Hello, Alan.
Oh, hello there, Nick.
Alan.
I just wondered, I heard you talk about some childhood things a little while ago, and that was one of the ones with Mickey Dolenz, wasn't it?
Circus Boy.
That's the one, yeah. But it reminded me of something. How do you tell the definition of an intellectual?
What, you mean, what's the definition of an intellectual?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do we need some comic punchline here?
Well, I'll tell you anyway.
Okay.
It's someone who listens to the...
Come on, get it right.
I've got to get it right now, haven't I?
Yeah, come on.
I'm sitting here thinking about all the time. It's someone who listens to the William Tell Overture and doesn't think of somebody but a masked man.
Okay, next time you call in, Alan, have it written down, okay? 0500 1053 89. It's a free call. Here's one in Liverpool. Hello, Dave.
Comedy's a serious business.
I know it is. It is. Every comedian I know is, nuts, for a start.
Manic depressive.
Yeah. Hello, Dave.
Hi, Nick.
I think I'm getting manic depressive. I had the lowest 3 day, and I think it's chemical, I'm sure of it. Over the weekend, I had the lowest 3 day. I found myself crouched on the floor in the kitchen, staring at the floor. That's not funny, is it?
Well, that's just a normal day in the life of Nick Abbott, isn't it?
Oh, I suppose so, yeah. So, what's up, Dave?
Hi, Nick. You're trying to remember that programme from way back.
Which one?
About the horses.
Yeah.
And some guy just rang up a couple of minutes ago saying it was...
White horses?
It's not.
It's not?
I don't think you mentioned the word bell.
Bell,
yeah,
that's
bell.
right.
I didn't. Bell, you know.
Yeah.
It's Bell and Sebastian.
Bell and Sebastian.
And his theme tune is White Horses, I think.
It is?
It is.
It sounds right to me. Bell and Sebastian.
That's it, that's the one.
It's not wrong. It's right. You're a genius, Dave.
So where's the Hallelujah chorus?
Well, I haven't got that page lined up at the moment. I think I've overused the Hallelujah. No, but I could do you a short yodel.
Yeah?
How would you like that?
That'll be fine.
Okay, then. So when I press this button here, your mic doesn't cut out, and so people could hear me say, how's the level on this? Oh, no. Okay, well, as long as I've got complete control. That was great. Thanks a lot, Dave.
Cheers.
0500 1053 89. It's a free call. You can fax us if you like. Maybe I should have written a list of complaints that I have about, stuff. And presented them to you because I've got you, you can't run away. You've got you for 2 hours.
Yeah, and they do this on the BBC all the time.
They do?
Yeah. So you don't want to be doing that, do you? Well, not when they do it on the BBC.
Oh, okay.
If they do it on the BBC, then we do the opposite.
Right. That's a good idea. That gets my vote, as a matter of fact. Here's one in Leeds. Hello, Tony.
Hello, Nick. How are you?
All right.
Jolly good. He was right, wasn't he? Bell and Sebastian.
Bell and Sebastian. Hallelujah, he's a genius.
There definitely wasn't any horses in that show, though.
Are you joking?
That was a big fluffy dog, wasn't it?
That was a dog?
Yeah.
Are you sure it wasn't a Shetland pony?
Yeah, it could have been. There's another programme I wanted to ask you about, actually.
What's that?
Usually on Sundays, I'd guess at about 78, 79 kind of time. And it was set in a tower block in London.
Mary, Mungo and Midge.
There wasn't that one. It wasn't. No, it was, I mean, you've got to help me on this. My last hope. I've been thinking about this for
What were the characters like?
over 10 years. Well, it was set in a tower block in London. This teenage kid would go down on an escalator, and he'd end up in like this kind of bizarre, different world beneath the tower block.
What?
And I don't know, I think his dad was in on it or something. It was on Sundays. I'm not sure whether or not they only ran about 3 or 4 episodes.
Was Sundays the day that you used to go and sniff glue with the kids?
It could have been. Well, you'll remember this one then. This was a BBC thing.
Right.
It was called Changes. And they had some people, kind of Asian people called the Devil's Children. Do you remember that?
No, but I don't think that we'd better be discussing that on this show. Are you mad?
How old are you, Tony?
How old am I?
Yeah.
27.
27. Well, we should know all this stuff.
Yeah.
You're making it up, mate.
I'm not making it up at all.
You're having a laugh,
I'm going to think about this now for another 10 years.
Okay, great. Well, call us when you're done.
All right.
0500 1053 89. Free call. This is Talk Radio. It's Nick Abbott and John Simons, who is the big boss man, the numero uno, il duce. What are you?
I'm whatever you want me to be tonight, Nick.
You're the boss, innit? And we're running towards the news and we'll come straight back here. Maybe we should do a lightning round. Do you like those?
But not for much longer.
Do you like lightning rounds?
Well, when we go through a load of calls.
Really quickly, yeah.
Well, a show I used to do, we used to say that was when we used to get stuck in the glut.
What does that mean?
Well, we used to get a load of calls, but we never used to take them.
Right.
Because it was that kind of show.
Mm-hmm.
So we used to, when we get stuck in the glut, then we used to go whiz through a load of calls because we were stuck in the glut of calls.
That's a good idea.
Stuck in the glut. You can have that one if you want. You can feel free to reject it as well.
Where are we? Here's one in... oops, I've dialed up the wrong one. Let's have one in Hale. Hello?
Hello?
Ben.
Right, Nick. I'm in a band. We're called Roswell.
You're called what?
Roswell.
Roswell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, and we're really good and all.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had a couple of gigs and things, and we've got this manager.
Yeah.
Who just doesn't seem to do nothing at all.
Oh, well, big surprise. There's a manager who doesn't do anything at all. Well, welcome to show business, Ben.
Yeah, but I'd like to, make history and sack him on Talk Radio.
You already? Okay, let's hear it.
Right, it's called Charlie, and I'd just like to say, Charlie, from now, this day forth, you are sacked from manager of Roswell.
Well, listen, he'll be very popular because in show business there's always people running around asking for Charlie. Thanks a lot, Ben. 0500 1053 89. It's a free call. You should get yourself an agent, mate.
Yeah, will do.
Then you can take me to lunch.
Yeah, that's right. Get an agent and call John up. Brilliant. Welcome to show business, Ben.
There's no business like show business, like no business
Everything about it is appealing. Here we are. The out is 59, which is about 10 seconds away. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up a bunch of calls. We're going to come back. We've got the boss in the studio and he can't leave. We're going to chain him to the desk, and it's 0500 1053 89, Talk Radio.
Broadcasting the best news coverage to our biggest ever audience. 2.8 million listeners from the Talk Radio News Centre across the UK on 1053 and 1089 AM. This is Talk Radio News.
It's 8 o'clock. Good evening, I'm Nikki Cardwell. And a hermit crab called Crabapatra has clawed its way to the title of Miss Crustacean 1998. The pageant, held in Ocean City, New Jersey, is in its 23rd year. Crabapatra fought off 39 other entrants to take the title, including Leonardo DiCaprio and an ice-skating crab called Tara Krabinski. And I'd like to say that was metaphorically fighting, not literally fighting.
Oh, right.
And now for the parsnip news. And I'd just
wait
like
a second,
to say...
before we get there, it was a what with Alan Shearer and all that?
And it was Alan Shearer says that
he was jumping into the
furore, yes, I know.
Into the what?
Furore. How am I supposed to pronounce it then? We don't have a guide here for pronunciation of big words like that. And if you notice, I do normally stick to single syllables because they're much easier to say.
I think the phrase is furore.
Thank you, Nick. I'll call you next time I need guidance on anything. Can I carry on now?
Wow, what an attitude that she's got now.
Yeah, I have an attitude.
Seriously.
Anyway, now for the parsnip news, and I'd just like to say, the caller that asked for this is one of the most difficult I've ever had to do. Mm-hmm. So if I ever meet him in a dark alleyway somewhere, he'd better look out. There you go. Anyway, the creator of a revolutionary new bra says the inspiration for the design came from the humble parsnip.
What?
And for all of those of you out there who actually wear these things, what sets this design apart is the wideness of the straps at the shoulder and the narrowness where they attach to the cup, enabling greater uplift and more comfort. And apparently that's where the parsnip comes in. And an environmental campaigner...
It was what, sorry? That's where the what?
That's where the parsnip
What the hell
design
has the
came
parsnip
in.
got to do with that?
Because the parsnip is wide at the top where the leaves are and narrow at the bottom where the rooty bit is. Apparently. Look, I just read it. I found the story. I don't know if it's true or not.
Talking to the newsreader again.
Yeah, you can shut up as well. You're just the boss.
Have you read their style guide, Nick?
No. What style guide? Anyway, and an environmental campaigner called Parsnip has appeared at the High Court in London charged with squatting on Crystal Palace Park. The man, along with his friends King Arthur Pendragon, Mouse, Rat, Squirrel and Womble, all of whom gave their addresses as Big Willie Echo Billy, asked for the case to be adjourned to have time to show that a planned development would contribute to global warming, and their petition failed. So there you go, that's the parsnip news. And now...
Nothing to do with parsnips.
Well, yes, it was. They're both to do with parsnips. You just said parsnip news. You didn't tell me it had to be about the vegetable.
You have failed in this respect.
No, I have not.
And now the weather.
And now the weather. Talk Radio satellite weather.
It goes...
Most of Britain...
Everybody.
God, that was good. Most of Britain will be dry, but it will be turning quite chilly in many places.
Really?
A few more showers are likely in the north and northwest of Scotland. No, but any rain will be dying away. The low tonight will be 14 degrees centigrade.
You're singing over Ella.
Oh, I'm sorry. What a lovely voice, but not as great as mine. Anyway, tomorrow... Not quite, but almost. It'll be fine and dry across much of the country. If it's hooked on...
Oh, blimey, she's singing now.
Yeah, well, you were singing earlier on. In fact, you and John, that was disgraceful. That was the worst pub singing I've ever heard. I've never heard of him.
Casey Jones was a great show.
No, you're
the
showing your
newsreader
age.
is now giving her opinions. You just report the facts, man.
Where's your journalistic integrity, woman?
You know, we've managed to libel most people on this programme.
And the temperature will be?
Yes, 25 degrees in the south and 22 degrees everywhere else.
Hallelujah. It's still summer, ladies and gentlemen.
Your number one talk station, 1053 and 1089 AM, Talk Radio.
That's the way to deal with somebody like me. Just completely ignore. Pretend I'm not here. Sorry, did you say Forget about it. Wow-wee! Have you ever seen Lemmy from Motorhead? Based like a release map of the moon.
You come round to my house, you eat my food, you drink my drink. Who do you think you are, Nick Abbott?
What? You talking to me? Make you laugh, you're going to get whacked after the show. I'm telling you that. You plunge back into Victorian times where you had to read by a candle and make your own entertainment. And I'm speaking right now to a person who makes his own entertainment nightly. September, yeah. Nick Abbott. And John Simons, who is the boss here. We're not kidding, he is actually the boss.
You know, people always say when they're doing these shows, oh, you should have heard the stuff we were talking about. You should have heard the stuff we were talking about while you were listening to the music.
Yes.
And can we just enlighten everyone what we were talking about while all that stuff was playing there?
What were we talking about?
We were talking about the weather.
Oh, the weather, yeah. That's how boring it is. Talking about what it's like outside.
No, I just came down from the northeast today, and it was freezing in the northeast this weekend. It was absolutely freezing compared to London.
The level on this is all too hot.
Yeah. I've asked them to get your own faders in here, by the way.
You have?
I have.
You've asked engineering to get my faders in here for what did they say? Did they laugh uproariously?
They said that was very expensive.
Really?
I said, no expense spared for Nick Abbott.
Really? No, you actually said no expense spent.
I said, if Nick wants it, then Nick shall have it.
Unbelievable. You're the best boss I've ever had.
Yeah, I know.
Apart from all the other ones.
Yeah, apart from that other guy.
Yes.
He's a nice guy.
He is, yeah. 0500 1053 89. It's a free call. Right, what else can I get you? We've got a new dishwashing cup machine. We need more cups.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what we need in the kitchen. It's broken already. Did you know that?
What, the dishwasher?
The dishwasher's broken already.
That's an industrial dishwasher.
Right, well, they have... No, it's not. They have...
It is. I was told that was a proper industrial dishwasher.
Really?
For doing industrial dishes.
But who told you that? The salesman?
No.
And did he give you a fake number?
It's an industrial dishwasher.
Well, it has to be held together with gaffer tape when it's on.
There is that. But don't all industrial dishwashers look like that?
No, nothing with the word industrial in front of it comes in white plastic either.
I said, shouldn't this be polished stainless steel?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, something would actually,
So you don't think we should have paid £2,000?
Not for that, no.
You think that we were had
a little ripped off there? I think. Yeah, you need more cups because there's never any cups when we come in. You need. I'll tell you what. I'll go out and buy you one.
Right.
Is a washing up brush because you come in and you need to wash up, a plate or something like that.
Yeah.
And have you seen what they've got, or do you always get somebody to go and get your stuff?
I try not to go in the kitchen.
Best advice, yeah. But they've got wire wool.
Yeah.
Which you could use maybe to take the stains off the floor, but not to wash a cup with.
That's great for cleaning your glasses if you wear spectacles. Yeah, I always use wire wool on mine.
And for your face as well. It really brings you up.
This is a true story. Do you want me to tell you a true story now?
No, it's going to...
My granddad used to clean his... we're not supposed to mention names of products.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to do it again now. Well, this is another thing that Nick and I debated while you were listening to something else, was about product names.
Yeah, whatever you say goes.
Yeah, well, I'm the boss, So.
I'm going to get the blame, but...
Yeah. I'll say, he said what? He said that I was on the air with him?
Yes.
No. That's just that wild and wacky guy. No, my granddad used to clean his false teeth with Vim. His false teeth with Vim.
Now, how did your grandmother feel about that?
I never ever saw them in an intimate environment, but he genuinely, I used to come in and he had another disgusting habit, which was blowing his nose on the face cloth, which, that was disgusting, yeah. But I used to come in to the bathroom now and again, and when I was a kid, and see him brushing his false teeth with Vim, and I always wondered why the gum part of the false teeth was black, and that was because he never used to bother with that bit at all.
Oh,
he just used to do the teeth part with Vim.
Oh, well, now I'm feeling really...
And that was in the days before they used to have, like, lemon fresh Vim, and, and it was just regular Vim.
Must have tasted delicious. Right, are we done with you, Ben? Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still there.
Blimey, why are you still there?
I don't know, you haven't cut me off, have you? Usually you cut us off.
You're the bloke with the rock band who's just fired his manager live on the air.
And the manager's been trying to get through to you.
That's right.
He's the dumbest SOB ever, he is.
So, what kind of music do you play?
Oh, it's indie, most of it is.
Indie. Do you do this one? Of course, all bands do this one.
You've got to be mopping.
I can see you in a cowboy outfit as we speak, Ben.
I think not.
You want to go out and get yourself some leathers, mate? 0500 1053 89. It's a free
These
call.
levels do not sound right.
They're crap, aren't they?
Levels okay?
Trying to dip them down as you're doing it, but I'm waiting for that.
No, louder we want.
Yeah, it's louder when the vocals come
much
in.
louder, yeah.
The vocals come in.
Let's see if we can do it again. Craig,
the vocals have to come up.
Yeah, everything should be as loud as we are.
Yeah.
You're crap at this, Craig.
I recommended him for this job.
You did? You're fired.
Because he did such a great job with Scotty McClue last week.
He did? What was it like working with Scotty McNo-Clue?
He was lovely.
Was he?
Lovely guy, yeah. I couldn't understand. He had an interpreter with
He was lovely. A word he said, yeah. Right. Had a lot of complaints about Scotty McClue.
Well, actually, we didn't have many. We had this wave of affection for Scotty, and it's not what you expect.
There was lots of calls from North, wasn't there?
We expected a lot of people complaining. Yeah. We only got a few complaints, and a lot of
Did you get mine?
It was great. I thought it was a bit of a giveaway when you signed it, N. Abbott.
Oh, really? Damn it. Have you gone yet, Ben?
Pardon?
Oh, blimey, you still there?
I'm still there, but...
Charlie's trying to get through to you. Charlie wants to talk to you now.
Yes.
Charlie wants to talk to me?
Yeah.
And remember, Ben, Charlie don't surf. 0500 1053 89 is a pre-call. Let's get rid of him and come up with someone from Liverpool. Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, good evening, Nick. It's the... Excuse me, it's me again. You know the guy who smashed his telly about a month ago?
Vaguely.
I was going to talk about television and in general, but the main thing I was going to think about, well, I haven't bought the telly yet because there's nothing on it at all worth watching, I don't think. But do you remember Smiley, the bush kangaroo?
Smiley?
You know Smiley.
No.
No, he's bitten by a snake.
No, Skippy, the bush kangaroo.
Oh, Skippy, yeah. But you remember Smiley, who was in the programme?
Smiley, the bush kangaroo?
No, Skippy. No, Skippy was the bush kangaroo, but in the programme there was a young fella called Smiley.
Yeah, was that
And one
Skippy's
day
brother?
he was out, the flying doctor rang in to say, Smiley's been bitten by a snake, but he's going to be all right. Do you remember?
No, but thanks for taking us down the memory lane anyway, Peter. Good grief, how the hell did he get through? Here's one in, but you know, what a nice guy. Here's one in East Grinstead. Hello, William.
Just a minute, William. You're avoiding Darren here. Darren wants to sing the Casey Jones theme for us as well.
I think I'm doing the right thing in that respect. We'll get to you later, Darren.
And still to come, because I think one of the things that you could do here
is trail ahead,
is promo ahead a little bit more, right? If I'm going to have my boss's hat on now.
Okay.
So still to come, we have a woman who wants to talk about a Russian girl and a petrol station.
Yeah, I think it would be best if we didn't trail ahead.
That'll really hook them.
Yes.
That'll get them coming on in the millions.
I can see them squirming on the hook as we speak. Here's one in East Grinstead. Hello, William.
All right, Nick.
How's it going?
All right. This Belle and Sebastian. Are we talking about the same programme with a really aggravating theme tune?
It was a fabulous theme tune, mate. Let's hear it right now.
Well, okay, here it comes. Is that the one?
No, that was rubbish. We were talking about, man, that wasn't Belle and Sebastian. Belle and Sebastian was this great operatic thing. It was lovely.
We must be talking... They must have redone the series or something. This would have been early 80s, though.
Early 80s? No,
what
way
are you
off.
Talking about?
This was a black and white programme that was...
black and white?
Yeah, it was in the... Blimey, how old am I? It must have been early 70s.
Right. Well,
maybe late 60s.
I'm assuming it's the same storyline where there's a small boy and this big white dog. Can't remember what breed it is. Big hairy dog.
Yeah, it's like one of those... here, I'm going to make mention a brand name again. It's one of those Dulux dogs, wasn't it?
No. I think it was. It's more like a wolf kind of dog.
If we go back much further, we'll be back to Muffin the Mule.
You got Muffin the Mule there, William? Muffin.
No, I've been told I mustn't do that.
Muffin the Mule. Okay, thanks a lot, mate. 0500 1053 89. It's a free call, and Craig's going nuts because we're 6 minutes past the ad break, but then that's the boss's fault.
Nick Abbott.
He's a stand-up guy. He really cares about you, too.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Just slightly late. Well, there's nothing I can do about that because it's not instant. 0500 1053 89. So we're going to get a washing up brush for the kitchen.
I will get a requisition order form for that.
We need some more cutlery because we've only got knives in there. There ain't no forks, not nothing.
Well, we're a bit nervous about letting people loose with forks.
Right. Yeah. Knives is okay.
Knives are fine.
Forks you can do damage with.
But knives are good.
Right. You could injure 4 people at the same time with a fork.
Forks. Very dangerous.
Yeah, so is saying the word. A couple of spoons would be nice.
Yeah.
What else?
Oh, we do have to put requisition orders in for all these, yeah.
And who goes and gets them? Your PA?
No. You can't get the PA to do things like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, she doesn't go down and get you your lunch and do your dry cleaning and stuff like that?
Can't get them to do anything like that
really?
These days, no. There are certain rules of engagement that apply here.
There are?
Yeah. And that crosses the line.
What, doing personal...
Oh, can't
chores?
Yeah. And she did take my suit to the dry cleaners once, but it cost me a fortune.
She probably ripped you off.
So I never asked her again.
Right, here we go, back at it again. Here's one...
I'll see about the brush.
Okay, here's one in... that's a result so far already. Here's one in Colchester. Hello, Darren?
Nick.
Darren.
Yeah, first of all, Belle and Sebastian, I can sort that one out for you if you want me to.
Go on then.
That would be excellent.
Okay then, it was 64-65 French, set in the Alps.
That's right.
And it wasn't a St. Bernard dog, it was a big white fluffy thing.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And just a little kid, and it was a lovely theme tune. I can't remember how it goes though, but it's da 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 da
Wait a minute. When you said you were going to sort it out for us, I thought you meant that you had it at hand. You mean you're going to sing it?
They've never released it in Britain. And the one the bloke was playing earlier on was a remake in the early 80s as a cartoon.
They made a cartoon of that?
Yeah.
Darren's obviously an expert on TV trivia.
I'm a geek, man.
Yeah.
I'm a geek.
Yeah.
John will give you your own show at the weekend.
Fantastic.
You could easily get that.
Okay.
And can you sing us Casey Jones's theme?
Yeah, okay then. You ready?
Yeah.
Right. Casey Jones, steaming and rolling. Casey Jones, you'll never have to guess when you hear the toot, not the whistle.
Yeah.
Casey at the rubber can.
Ball Express, yeah. Well, I thought I was fairly close there, actually.
And it's played by Alan Hale Jr. Alan Hale Jr.
All right, listen, Darren, that was fabulous. I'll send you a one-way ticket. Thanks a lot, mate. 0500 1053 89. It's a free call. Here is one. Can we have a few fewer singers? Here's one on a mobile. We'd better take him straight away, otherwise he'll get cut off. Hello, Mark.
Oh, hi, Nick. Just talking about old programs. I'm trying to remember. I think there were old Czechoslovakian TV shows, and I can only remember some of the characters in it. There was a singing, ringing tree. There was a little dwarf. There was a princess, and some big spooky fish, and there were a whole stack of interesting characters.
Right.
And I can't for the life of me remember what them. There must have been, 90. It must have been made in the 50s, maybe the 40s. Silent stuff, apart from odd things, but there was this singing, ringing tree. It was like a magical tree.
You haven't been eating a lot of mushrooms, have you, Mark?
Oh, plenty of mushrooms. I couldn't really survive without them, to be honest. Yeah, that and sniffing all sorts of...
Okay, let me do him, okay?
Any clues?
But not when you're driving on the M40.
No, that's good.
Yeah, well, I need to take something to do this journey. Up and down the motorway.
All right, sing us a couple of bars of Purple Haze now. 0500 1053 89. It's a free call.
This is rather misleadingly turning into a bit of a topic, this TV thing.
I know, yeah. Well, once they've got the bit between their teeth, then, suddenly we're... in a moment, we'll be talking about old sweets you used to be able to buy.
I'm sorry about that.
So that'll be the last, what we've got up.
What do you mean, like Spangles?
Oh, here we go. Spangles were great. And there's a Craig in there who's got a pack of Spangles. Why haven't we got any Spangles?
Refreshers. Do you want a refresher?
Well, no, we're talking about Spangles now.
Spangles? Yeah, they're revamped.
Oh, right, yeah, the revamped ones.
Oh, right, so revamped. They're like fresh for the 90s, are they?
Yeah, in the house again. That's what it's the kids, Nick. They keep you... I'm going bald, you see.
Yeah.
The kids kind of keep me with it.
How old are you?
26.
Stop hanging out with the kids.
Yeah. I know, yeah, but
to them, you're ancient. You're kind of like a joke to them. The old geezer with no hair who tries to be young. And they're, sniggering behind you when they're...
See, I didn't even come in here tonight, and you see, Craig could have done the job easily.
Exactly. Well,
I could have had the night off.
No. Is that right?
Why does Sick Boy never say anything?
Because he's busy talking to the freaks who call us up.
Have you instructed Sick Boy not to say anything?
No, but if you did his job, I challenge you to go in there and do his job for 5 minutes. You'd be over speaking for the rest of your life.
I'm a debilitated wreck, John.
Yeah.
Oh, he's speaking now.
I do speak as well.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Occasionally, but usually only for money.
Yeah.
Why is he called Sick Boy?
Would you want me to tell you?
Leave it. Let's not go there.
All right. His astonishing emetic ability. Is it? Yeah. Here's one in Stafford. Stuart, you're on Talk Radio.
Oh, hi, Nick. Sorry, but I'm going to carry on this theme or topic, which you don't really want to do. But,
okay, well, just in case the Sick Boy makes a mistake and racks up another one, we don't want any more about TV, okay? That's a direct order.
Yeah. I can talk about something else if you want.
No, go ahead.
Well, we're intrigued about the Russian girl in the petrol station.
Oh, you already know? Yeah, well, doesn't anybody else remember this?
What's that?
It was on British television, without a doubt. I was very young at the time. It was late 60s. And there was this...
but you know what they say about the 60s, don't you?
What's that? If you can remember.
I can't remember.
But I was only about 4 at the time. So, I mean, I thought it was quite fascinating. This little girl worked at a petrol station every day. One car sort of turned up, like Siberia or somewhere.
You are making it up.
No,
we had Russian TV in the 60s?
Yes, indeed. It was I'm sure it was on BBC or somebody like that. And I do remember it had subtitles, surprisingly.
I think they used to call these trade test transmissions. No, I used to watch all these because my granddad was quite well off, and he got a colour TV very early.
Is this the same granddad that used to with the vim on the teeth?
Yeah. That was part of the secret of his success.
Right.
The vim on his teeth.
Saving on toothpaste.
Yeah.
At the end of this program, by the way, they always used to say "Spasibo, tavarish" and things like that. And you
Seems to have made a big impression on you.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Do you have any idea what that means?
Yeah, thank you, comrade.
All right.
Spasibo, tavarish. Which
Yeah, it was definitely a
that's all I can
test
remember.
transmission.
Oh, I don't know, but actually, just a thought on something else. I rang a couple of months ago, actually, listening to this program, obviously, about assaults on cyclists with root vegetables. Nobody else had heard of that either.
Yeah.
It was in the news. It was in the press.
Was that show in the 60s too?
But nobody else has heard of it or enlightened me on it. I'd love to know what actually happened, because there was a bloke hit with a raw turnip as he was cycling. It was thrown from a window of a car as it went past. This man was quite ill, apparently.
Well, better it'd be raw than in a stew. Yes.
Hot, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but we always advise cyclists to carry a leak.
Well, so they can bat away the oncoming
to hit the turnip away.
root vegetable. But I mean, I'd love to know if anybody else heard anything about this, because
Okay, well, as soon as you get your own show, Stuart, you can make that the first topic. 0500 and Zabiya, you bastard, or whatever that was in Russian. What was it?
Spasiba.
Yeah, it was close. 0500.
Did you swear that?
No, that was Russian.
All right, okay.
0500 1053 89. It's a free call. Here is one in London. It's a London thing, isn't it?
Hello, Nick. How are
William,
you?
I'm all right, mate.
You're fine. Great to hear. And I must say, the guy who was hit with a turnip, was he a Swede? And I thought Domestos was a Greek island, but I've got to say, I'm sorry to go back to TV series, but there's one in the 1980s called Secret Valley. It was Australian, and it was shown on ITV in around 84, 85. All I remember was the theme tune was the one to Waltzing Matilda. Don't know if you remember it. I think it was Big Down Under.
I wish that I was big down under, William. It was a London thing. Everybody. E-I-E-I-E-I-O.
Stick in your family album. Yep.
Exactly. I've got that one too. Would you like to hear that one?
Yes, please.
Stick it in your
Shall I
family.
sing along?
I don't know. Do we want to sing along?
Maybe you don't want me to.
Which one is that? It's not Underneath the Arches. Oh, it's What a Picture, isn't it?
What a picture, I like you, Nick.
You're crap at this.
I must say one other thing. Your newsreader, Nikki, she's one of the sexiest voices on the radio, I've got to say.
Yeah, wait till you see her.
I'll wait till I see her. Well, wait till you see me. I carry a lot of weight, as they say.
I can't believe you just said that. No. Okay, listen, William, we've got to go because there's about to be a death in here.
Death?
Yes.
One more thing.
Oh, blimey,
I once
another
phoned
thing.
up the National Society for the Deaf, but nobody heard the phone ring.
Okay. There's one to leave on. Sound like a DJ to me. Here's one in London. Hello, Michael.
Hello, Nick, how are you? Hello?
Well, I don't know. Let's see. Carry on.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right, you're coming through loud and clear now. Just to clear up a few things TV again. I won't stay in for too long.
No.
You had a caller earlier who was talking about a programme about some boy who goes down in a lift. Well, should I rephrase it, I think. He actually goes down into a lift into a sort of a magical land on, past the basement.
Yeah.
That was called King of the Castle.
Really? I've never heard of it.
Yeah. It was on for,
Kind of like a Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe sort of thing going on.
fantasy sort of rubbish, Let's see, the dog in Bell and Sebastian, that was a Pyrenean mountain dog.
Blimey, you know the lot.
Well, no, I'm not an anorak, but I do remember some of them.
No, Michael, you are an anorak.
No, I don't wear an anorak.
Well, you sound like an anorak. There's a train, mate. You better get your notebook out. You might not have this number.
Well, probably I sound about 34 years old, so that's my problem, actually. Going back to your newsreader, she actually mentioned parsnips, the root a bit. The parsnip is a root.
She's gorgeous, by the way.
Yeah, she's lovely, beautiful. What's the next piece going to be on the news? I can suggest something about jockstraps.
Okay, suggest away. Like I said, when you get your own show, that'll be your first topic too. Parsnips. That was my choice. What should we have her do next time? Tomorrow. Your call, John.
Can I have some time out for that?
Some time out for that,
Yes,
okay.
I just want to think about that. Time's up. Topics for tomorrow.
I'll take another call while you concentrate on that one.
Well, you've got to come up with something good here for this.
Yeah.
It's got to be a challenge for her.
Right.
Or do you just make it up off the top of your head every
Pretty
day?
much, yeah.
Okay.
Just whatever occurs to me. We'll get a dictionary in here, and we'll flip it open to whatever page it opens at, and that'll be the topic. How's that?
Yeah, okay.
You like that? Can we have a dictionary in here, please? This is a place of learning and words. Can we have a dictionary in here at all? Would that be possible? Do we own a dictionary in this building?
Well, it's just looking.
Thank you so much.
Scott used to have one.
He did?
Yeah, but someone nicked it.
Well, Scott's got 6 drawers out there. It's probably in one of those. Lockable, 6 lockable
Did you get your
lockers.
drawers?
No.
Well, that sums this place up.
Here's one in... Have we done you? Cheshunt?
No.
Okay.
No.
Let's do you now.
Right. Sir Henry at Rawlinson's End. Have you ever seen that film? Viv Stanshall.
Viv Stanshall. No. I'm familiar with the audio pieces he used to do.
Yeah, no, well, I was just going to say, I wonder if anyone knows much about it, because all I remember is he pulls the funniest face I've ever seen when he stands behind somebody on the stage. He looks like he's in a really old, scruffy old place. I think it's Carol's flat or something, I don't know. But he's wandering down the stairs and he just stands up behind somebody and he just pulls a ridiculous face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and can I make an observation?
No.
No, right. About the two of the presenters, where they live. About the... Yeah?
Right.
Hello? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know if you can read anything into this, but I've looked on the map, and Paul Ross lives between 2 villages. One's called Codmore, and one's called Bignor.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And Tommy Boyd lives between Small Dole and Littlehampton.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
How do you know where they live?
Well, they're always mentioning it because Paul once told Carol to come round with Mitch, Tarmac, and they couldn't find it. And he was telling you how to get there. He actually, I mean, it's a bit stupid, really. He was
I'll say.
Yeah. He was telling you exactly what the phone box it was opposite and the wall that goes round the house, big house. And,
Paul Ross has got a house with a big wall around it.
No, it's opposite, I think, the one with the big wall. Actually, I went past it today.
He's giving his address out on the air?
Yeah.
And what does the place look like?
Well, I'm saying went past it. I mean, I wasn't sure which house, but I mean, I went past that wall.
And
I won't say where it is.
Is it in a nice area?
Yeah. Nice area in Sussex. They're both in Sussex.
Are you sure it was the right wall?
It was a wall of a big stately home, I think, yeah.
Did it say this is Paul Ross's wall?
No, it was opposite the wall, and Carol and Mitch couldn't find it. When they went looking for it.
Yeah.
I don't know, I suppose they saw a pub on the way. And
She was going around saying...
Right, so what are we doing?
And I think the first... and I think you're right in that respect. The first answer that came out was... Booze.
Nick?
Yes.
Yeah. Last week I phoned up and you said, was that one of those in-jokes? It was actually a Carol joke.
What was that?
Well, you said we're talking about the top 10 things not to say when having sex.
I was?
And I felt a bit of an idiot, yeah, because I phoned up and said I had spoke to my mate on the Greek islands, and they said the taboo thing there to say at the moment was, have I told you about my mate Mitch? And you thought it was me just with an in-joke, but it was a Carol joke.
Right, but it still remains unfunny.
Well, yeah, I know, but at least you think it was an in-joke with Talk Radio.
Yeah, and at least you've taken up a lot of our valuable time. Thanks a lot, John. 0500 1053 89. It's a free call, and the boss looks like he's ready to kill himself.
It never ceases to amaze me, the quality of the caller that you get on your show, Nick. So here we go. We're just going to open it up with anything?
Open up the dictionary, and whatever it is, whatever the first word, well, perhaps not the first one, but the second one.
Kangaroo rat.
Kangaroo, okay, well...
No, kangaroo rat.
Well, she'll never come up with a kangaroo rat.
A small nocturnal, right? American rodent.
Oh, she's holding her head in her hands now.
Which is very long.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, so has very long hind legs and a long tail, so called because it hops in a manner similar to a kangaroo. That's it. Kangaroo rat.
Right, did you hear that, Nicky the newsreader? Kangaroo rat tomorrow.
Unfortunately, I did. I'd just like to remind John that I can make your life a misery by appearing at the door of your office every day with one complaint or another. Would you like to revise that decision?
What? Kangaroo rat?
I've never heard of them. I think that's fictional. You've made it up.
I think kangaroo rat is what we're going to have a story on tomorrow
rat.
in the new news, yeah. Sure,
I think I'll be lucky if I find anything about the kangaroo rat.
Well, you'll be fired if you don't.
It's an American rodent which has very long hind legs.
Yeah.
And it bounces along like a kangaroo.
And we particularly are interested in its long hind legs.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Maybe there's like some animal rights people might loose some off in the New Forest or something.
Yeah, or maybe an
Okay.
Australian chef might chop us up a couple.
I'll start looking now because I have nothing better to do.
Well, they might set kangaroo rats out to look for the minks.
Thanks, John. I love you too.
I don't know, but the newsreading staff has such a bad attitude in this building, don't you think?
A simple request.
I know.
That's going to work on your show, Nick.
Right.
John decided that there was only me would do because I do have a bad attitude.
Yeah.
He could have given you a nice newsreader, but thought no.
Trying to get someone to read the news on your show and James Whale's show. It's not an easy job.
Right, well, we need to have a meeting tomorrow, John.
Okay.
0500 1053 89. It's a free one as we start going through them again. And here is one in Liverpool. Hello, Jeff. You're on Talk Radio.
The Jimmy Reeves office box. Vinnie Jones isn't office box. George Best office box. Hilly is the Paul Gascoigne office box. Gary Lineker, a nasty person, office box, as Mr. Boring, nasty person. With me is...
Okay, there's a guy with too much time on his hands. Hello, Hayes.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello. I was just talking to your young man on the switchboard, and we was talking about... I was just taking a guy to Heathrow, an American chap, and we was talking about this...
Are you a cab driver?
No, I'm a chauffeur.
Oh, right, okay.
And...
You insulted him then?
Yeah. Is it like one of those sort of chef and cook things?
Yes, difference between a quack and a doctor.
Right.
And
Excuse
we
me?
were talking about Mr...
Wait a second. Oh, a quack and a doctor. Oh, that's it. Quack and a doctor. Right. I thought you got a rude one past me for a second there. Okay, carry on.
He was hovering over that big throbbing red button there.
To say nothing of my big knob.
Yes, I was just thinking that kangaroo rat sounds about right, doesn't it? Small American rodent.
Who is? Who is?
I was saying about the reason he got into such problems was he was actually teaching her to wrestle.
Who is he talking about? Bill Clinton? Right.
Yeah, he was actually teaching her to wrestle.
Has he made the announcement yet?
But she didn't realise that a lip lock wasn't a wrestling hold.
Okay, it's another comedian. 0500 1053 89. Better than most. Here's one in Glasgow. Hello, Katrina.
Hi, Nick. I have got William Shatner's version of Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
I love your song, Wake Up Boo, or whatever it was. Monday mornings, I can't stand them, whatever hell you did with the waves. That was great.
I was talking to her, Katrina.
Oh, you were?
On Friday, yeah. Because she's a radio presenter now.
She is?
She is.
Katrina and the Waves.
Well, the Waves aren't. Katrina is.
Right.
She's crowded with all of them, you know.
They could be her sidekicks.
Yeah. Anyway, no, she is. She's a radio presenter now.
Really? Doing what?
Presenting radio shows.
But what kind of radio shows? What's the format?
Well, she filled in for Steve Wright on Radio 2.
Steve's in the morning?
Steve Wright. It's not... Because you got a call on a few weeks ago about you doing two shows.
I don't know.
On different radio stations.
Do I?
Yeah. And people are always nervous about mentioning other radio stations.
Yeah, I don't want to.
On a radio station.
I don't mention them here or here, there.
I know. But you were verging on the ridiculous. Anyway, shall we go back to Katrina in Glasgow?
Yes, thank you.
She has tonsillitis.
Do you?
Yes. The second time in a couple of months. Do you want to hear William Shatner's version of Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds?
You want to whip them out, Katrina? Or have them taken out for you?
Do you still get lots of ice cream when you've had them out?
I didn't get them taken out. This is only the second time I've had it in a couple of months.
How old are you?
I'm 16.
Oh, you should go to the doctor and because
I know. I got some I'm going to the doctor soon.
Do you get them a lot?
Well, it's the second time this month. No, not this month. Second time in a few months.
Because I have been plagued with mine for my entire life, and I wish I'd had mine out, because I'd probably have a deeper voice now, wouldn't I? Probably have one of those great, like Scott. I'd be speaking like Scott. All right, mate, yeah. Instead of this whiny nasal thing I've got going on.
I don't think you should be encouraging people to have surgery willy-nilly.
Oh, I don't believe that I did. I thought that I advised her to go to her doctor.
Oh, yeah, a surgical procedure. You know what you need on this show? You need a spot every week where you have a doctor on giving advice.
Probably not, no.
And you could alternate that with the vet.
With the vet, yes, that's a good idea, yeah.
Hey, Nick, do you want to hear this or not?
Probably not, but let's find out.
Okay, I hope I got the distance right.
Picture yourself in a boat on a river.
Yellow.
Okay, I think
That's quite possibly the worst recording I've ever heard.
just unbelievable.
He was definitely away with a mixer there, wasn't he? It was.
It was William Shatner. I think the first syllable is the important one in that name. Okay, thanks a lot, Katrina. 0500 1053 89. It's a free call. We are going to do the break smack on time, ladies and gentlemen. It's a miracle.
Impressive.
Nick Abbott on Talk Radio.
It makes me feel very, very horrified.
Who's this?
The 45 King.
It's the what?
The 45... Sorry, I'll say it properly. The 45 King.
45 King?
Yeah, you're supposed to say, yo, it's 45 King. Yo, mother.
Is it the fortified, as in fortified to the over 40?
Yeah, half.
I can't understand a word he says. What language are you speaking in there, Craig?
It is, remember, in the house language.
Really? Is my mic up?
Yeah. Are we on?
Yeah. Sure?
Because Nick keeps forgetting to say baba.
Oh, yeah, baba.
Very true,
Yeah, I forgot about that. I've only got 20 minutes in which to say it. So it looks like I'm off the hook. Are you sure my mic's on? I can't hear myself.
Yeah.
How am I peaking?
I don't think you ever have, Nick.
We've
We're getting a very few calls from Scotland and Ireland and Wales here.
Good, that's good.
Yeah. You don't like Scotland and Ireland?
Of course I do. I just don't like speaking to them on the phone, that's all. Here's one in Cornwall. Hello, Charlie.
I've just heard that I was sacked.
Yeah, what a way to do it.
Charlie,
They phoned up and said, listen to Talk Radio.
Right.
And with best buddies and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And what do I hear live on national radio? I'm sacked.
Yeah. So,
well, I'm going to quit anyhow.
Well, right. Yeah. Easy for you to say that now. I mean,
they didn't. I know he's listening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mr. 20%.
No, they wouldn't put any practicing in.
Yeah.
They wouldn't put any effort in for the gigs or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to get more gigs. None of them were good enough for them. So I've got plenty of options left for me. So I'd like to tell him that I don't really care.
You've got plenty of options, man. You're a manager without a band. What are you talking about?
Oh, I'll get a new band. Just you wait.
But there aren't any young people in Cornwall. As soon as young people get old enough in Cornwall, they leave.
What are you talking about? What do you know about Cornwall?
Nice ice cream.
Yeah, I know nothing about Cornwall. Tintagel is there.
Who?
That's all I know. Tintagel, mate, that's in Cornwall. You should know that.
Is it? Well, I know that Roswell won't be in Cornwall for much longer.
It's been in the news and everything. Roswell, okay, there's this band that called in about half an hour or so.
This so-called band.
And wanted to fire their manager, who is a lazy, no-good, do-nothing.
No. Completely the opposite.
And they fired you on the air, having told you to call up and listen to the radio.
Yeah.
Well, how many gigs did you get then?
Yeah, here we go.
Well, down pubs.
Just gigs.
This is
Just
a true
gigs.
story, right?
Never mind about it. And just how many? Answer the question, man.
How many?
Yes.
4 or 5.
4 or 5. In what period of time?
About a year.
A year? Yeah. They were right to fire you.
Listen to this, Nick. Don't cut me off now.
Mm-hmm.
I got them a good deal down, it's called the Dolphin.
Yeah.
Just down from where we live.
Yeah.
And the bloke said, how much do you want? So I was willing to haggle with them.
Yeah.
And guess what they said?
What?
We'll just have some free drink.
They just wanted to play for free drink?
Yeah. They're all 16 years of age. Can you believe that? They want free drink.
Well, they might have meant they wanted orange squash.
No, not orange squash.
Oh, they well...
alcoholic beverages.
Beverages?
That's what.
Have you been having some free drink yourself, Charlie?
No.
Sounds like you cut the deal in your favour.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd just like to tell
I think it's the 10% that's screwing you up there, Charlie.
Listen to me, Nick. I just want to tell them, because I know he'll be listening, that I don't care. And I was going to quit anyway. They're like the Sex Pistols.
They're like the Sex Pistols?
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you just quit the wrong band.
No.
You'll find that you can't smile without them, Charlie. They should have done this one. This is great. How can you not like Barry?
He's a real pro.
I know. Here's one. Have you finished whining yet?
Well, no, not really.
Oh, blimey. Call another show. Here's one in Watford. Oh, Billy.
Hi, Nick.
Billy.
Hi, John.
Hi.
How you doing, John? Who needs Kev?
I'm just trying to fill Kev's big boots.
You're doing well.
Filling Kev's hole.
It's a tricky job.
The hole
You had a caller on about...
It's only tricky when you're on, though.
About 10 minutes ago, talking about Biff Stanshall.
Yes.
Sir Henry at Rawlinson End. He's the greatest comic genius that ever lived.
That's what Spike Milligan says, yeah.
Well, no, I mean... No, him and Spike Milligan.
That's what Phil Silvers says, too.
I'd have to intervene there on Groucho Marx.
Yeah, well, that was going to be my next one. And Laurel and Hardy might raise a finger of complaint about that, too. Yeah.
Maybe, but I mean...
Groucho would definitely.
That, Sir Henry at Rawlinson End, there was an LP, there was a film. The film is mediocre, to say the least. But the LP is the funniest thing that I've ever heard.
Because another DJ on another radio station used to play Henry at Rawlinson's End on his little sessions thing that he used to do, and it was quite brilliant every time. But the film, often films like those classic British comedies are flat out not funny. You know, films that they made of other things, of TV shows particularly. I mean, was there one single film made of a television show that was any good in this country? Like any at all? And Dad's Army film was it's kind of stretched it out too far. And the end part where they... I kind of like the end part where they pulled away from Steptoe and Son. No. I thought it was pretty good. Really? As far as movies from TV shows go. I can hear birds in the background.
Yeah, that's, talky.
That's a hell of a lot of birds, man.
That's talky.
You're going to learn to control that.
Yeah, I put the blanket over their cage immediately. Sounds like they're getting out of hand. Okay. No. All right, thanks a lot, Billy. All I want is that you enjoy your bird. Here's one in London. Hello, Rob. Rob.
Hello, Nick.
Rob.
Good evening, Nick. Good evening, John. Good evening, Sick Boy.
Your Sick Boy's asleep.
Is he? I wish I was as well, mate. Not with him, though, you know what I mean?
He's recovering from a severe illness.
Really?
My personality.
Nick, on Friday night you mentioned the live Stiff tour.
Yes, Stiff
Records.
Yes.
Did you see the video of it at all?
I did.
Do you reckon it was any good?
It was fantastic. I saw it not as a video, but they, when I was at school in Edinburgh, the Stiffs people came around. I didn't actually see the tour itself, but they played the film, and I skived off school that day because I flat out didn't want to miss it. And they played some Devo videos on just before it. It was just absolutely fabulous. No, the Stiff. I wish that you could buy that now, but I guess you can't.
Well, I saw it on rental only in a local video shop. One of the lesser known. It wasn't the big shop, the big high street one, but it was another one that's fairly large in London. And it was available as a rental thing.
Really?
But it was only like one cover, which had it was the album cover. It had Reckless Eric on it, Larry Wallace.
Police car, yeah.
Yeah, who incidentally, last I heard, was, I don't know how true it is, he's a diving instructor in Spain.
You're joking?
That's what I was told by a friend of mine he was out in Marbella about 2 months ago. And he said, diving by Larry Wallace, and it said in brackets, former English punk rock star.
Really?
Yeah.
How fantastic is that?
Now, I don't know whether to believe that or not, but I mean, I had the album many years ago until my dog mullered it with her claws.
There's a dog to put down.
Sorry?
There's a dog to...
she went some years ago,
exactly,
mate.
Okay.
What I wanted to ask you, though, with your connections in radio, elsewhere, is it available...
There are no jobs available at this moment, thanks for asking.
No, it wasn't that.
Well, you keep sacking everyone.
I thought you were going to cut me off there for a minute.
I'm saying nothing. I'm pretending I didn't hear it.
You keep stum, mate. You keep stum. No, the thing was,
I'm going to get the blame for that, though. Go on.
Is it available on a compact disc at all, rather than on vinyl, you know?
Is what available?
The Stiffs album.
Oh, the Stiffs live Stiff. I don't know. I've only got it on vinyl.
No.
I don't know. Craig is young and happening and hanging out with the kids. What do you think?
Same as you, don't know.
You don't know. We'll put him down as a query. Thanks a lot, Rob. 0500 1053 89. It's a free call. We are stopping only to restart. Nick Abbott.
It should be blown off this earth, basically.
Creative Kev, who is at this moment, well, I don't know, he's probably throwing up in the doorway of a shoe shop.
He's somewhere hot.
Is he?
Yeah.
Clacking?
Something like that. I tell you something, Nick, this show really flies by.
A couple of hours.
I think you should be on 3 hours, actually.
No.
Like you are on a Friday night. It's the Friday night bonus show.
Yeah, Dress Down Friday.
Yeah, when you're on for 3 hours.
Yeah.
I think you should do 3 hours every night.
No, I don't think that the public would like that at all.
You can never tell.
No, you have to listen to the public, John.
We'll do a focus group on that.
Yes.
Because that's what I do. Apart from the lunches, I do a lot of focus groups. Who
pays for them?
Oh, well, we do.
Right.
You know, we wouldn't compromise ourselves in having anyone else pay for them.
Okay.
Unless it was a commercial for them.
Right.
And then that would be okay.
You're a true professional in that respect. 0500 1053 89, just 7 minutes left with me and the boss, and here is one in Leeds. Hello, John.
Hi, how you doing?
All right. Okay, good call.
Still there?
Yes.
Yeah, hey, heard you were trying to give that new lady some trouble about the American kangaroo rat, right?
No, it's it's an American kangaroo rat?
It said that, an American rodent.
Oh, really?
Can we just move off that quickly, John, because we are running short of time.
Yeah?
Now, there's a DJ on the radio in Oklahoma. How long is it since you lived there?
Oh, Jesus, 9 years.
Oh, it might be in after that period, but who does wind-ups, and he does an impression of an old guy berating people. And he did one where someone had reversed into his statue. He had a statue in his garden of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Yeah.
And someone had reversed into his dozy. So, was he on the radio when you were there?
I don't know, it might have been somebody. Have you ever heard of Dave and Dan? They're wind-up DJs that do that kind of thing.
Dave and Dan, the wacky morning crew?
Yeah.
Anyway, this guy was very funny. But I just thought I'd move on. Should we go back to the rat?
Yeah, let's go.
Well, there's something else I got in the States, and you can ask her about this. It's called a jackalope.
A jackalope?
Yeah, it's a cross between a jackrabbit and an antelope.
You're making this up.
Oh, no, just hear me out. It is made up, okay? But what they do is they take horns and stick it on a stuffed jackrabbit, and they sell them to, like, Japanese tourists all through Oklahoma and Texas for, like, 50 quid. And they actually buy them because they think it's the real thing.
Is this... Wait a minute. Back up one moment. Are these live animals?
No. Well, they used to be live rabbits, and then when they died, they stuff them.
Oh, okay.
And then they put horns on them. I'm sure there's going to be some kind of British group over here calling me at home now, asking me what the heck's going on.
Right, so it's... So first you stuff the... what was it called?
A jackrabbit.
First you stuff the jackrabbit, and then you stuff the Japanese tourists.
Exactly.
Right.
Can we just be quiet a minute here?
What is that in the background?
Yeah, what's going on there?
BBC Two, I think.
We asked. All right, thanks a lot, mate.
You do get a more intellectual caller.
Yes, you do. Thank God for you, John. And but only if, from other countries.
Are we nearly finished now?
Kind of, yeah. Should we do screenless right at the end of the show?
Go on then.
Do you know what screenless is? You're not going to like this.
Go on.
Right, it's 0500 1053 89. Sick boy can take a rest now. As soon as you're on, that means you're on. We'll just pluck you right off the board, because that's just, it's just something to do. 0500 10 53 89. It's a free call. If you've ever tried to call in and not get through, now is the ideal time to do it. Should we take some of these now? Okay, when you hear me speak to you, that means you're on. Hello?
Okay, thank you, mate.
That was it? What a superb call.
Nope.
This is what... You waited just a little too long.
This is working very well, Nick.
I know, so far, it sucks. Here's another. Hello?
What was the shocking news?
The shocking news? Oh, I think that was about... All right. We don't want to talk about that, right? No. I think it was too shocking. Here's another one. Hello?
We love him.
Here's another. Hello? A heavy breather. And another one. Yes, you're on Talk Radio.
Log in now to www.nicknappert.com.
That's right, all the freaks have got together, and there's about half a dozen websites that people who have absolutely nothing else to do.
Yeah,
and
I've heard about it.
And they've all teamed up and they've got all just the one address now for people who can't think in long numbers. It's www. Whatever he just said. Here's another one. Hello?
Ragga this, ragga that, in a rubber dog style, me feeling quite rude. Me kill the guy,
That's Craig's brother just called.
In the house.
Yeah, here's another one. Hello? Hello? Too late, mate. We don't want anything on a mobile for the rest of this show. Here's another. Hello?
John Simons, stop James Whale's racist abuse of Scottish people.
And another one. Yes, sir.
I like big girls.
Like big girls. Do big girls like you? We'll never know. Here's another one. Hello.
What the Romans ever done for us?
Well, roads they've done for us. That's one thing. Here's another one. Hello. Too late. Be faster. Yes, you're on Talk Radio.
Where's Caesar the Geezer?
Oh, painful.
He's with the Romans.
Yeah. What's that? Sounds like John Lennon. Here's another one. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hi, yeah, Screamless.
Screenless.
Yeah.
You're on the air.
Oh, your mama is so fat. Belt size is the equator.
Okay. You're not a stand-up, are you?
No.
Okay, good. Choose another profession. Anything else? Here's another one. Hello.
I said no to drugs, but they just wouldn't listen.
And another. Yes, sir.
Kevin eats hot cross buns. Kevin eats hot cross buns. Kevin eats hot cross buns. Nick Abbott.
Okay, how long did it take you to come up with that?
A few minutes.
A few minutes badly spent. So that was me and the boss on Talk Radio. Ho-ho, and James Whale is next. That was John Simon and Craig in there and Sick Boy, and I'm Nick Abbott, and I'll be back on the radio with none of these people, or some of them, or all of them. Who can tell? Tomorrow.
Broadcasting the best news coverage to our biggest ever audience. 2.8 million listeners from the Talk Radio News Centre across the UK on 1053 and 1089 AM. This is Talk Radio News.
It's 9 o'clock.